4th Grade Addition Strategies by SDCountsSiemonsma. What does it mean for students to have computational fluency in multi-digit addition? In this lesson, you will learn how to add multi-digit numbers by using flexible, efficient, and accurate strategies. Let's review. When adding multi-digit numbers, there are different strategies that may be used. It's important for students to have strong number sense and place value skills in order to be efficient at most strategies. One misunderstanding is that the U.S. standard algorithm is always the most efficient strategy to solve a multi-digit addition problem. We want students to be flexible in their thinking and problem solving. If a student is only using the U.S. standard algorithm to solve problems, they may be using an inefficient strategy for a particular type of problem. If students are flexible in their thinking, they fully understand numbers, how they work, the relationships between numbers, and how to change or adjust numbers in a way that makes sense. Another misunderstanding is that there are several strategies used to solve a multi-digit addition problem. In investigations, there are only 3 different strategies for solving problems. Students may record or represent them several different ways. Common Core connections. The Common Core state standard that this topic focuses on is 4NBTB4. This standard states students will fluently add and subtract multi-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm. This standard is not limited to the U.S. standard algorithm. I will talk about some other strategies that are embedded within the standard and are important for students to know and understand prior to learning the U.S. standard algorithm of addition. This topic also focuses on the mathematical standards for Mathematical Practice 1 and 6. Standard 1 makes sense of problems and persevere in solving them. These standards for mathematical practice describe how students should engage with the mathematical concepts and skills that are stated in the Common Core state standards. Practice 6, Attend to Precision, is also very important in being able to add multi-digit numbers. Strategy 1, Breaking the numbers apart. It is important to see that all 3 of the students' solutions were solved by breaking the numbers apart, but they each recorded their thinking differently. This is just one strategy. In strategies that involve breaking numbers apart and then adding the parts, students use their understanding of the ways in which numbers can be decomposed to solve the problem. Strategy 2, Changing the numbers. It is important to see that both students changed numbers, but they each recorded their thinking differently. This is just one strategy. In this category of approaches, students change one or both of the numbers to what they often call landmark or friendly numbers, generally multiples of 10 or 25. Strategy 3, U.S. standard algorithm, which is often called the traditional algorithm. It is important to see that both students use the U.S. standard algorithm in setup, but they each recorded their thinking differently. This is just one strategy. In investigations, the algorithms traditionally taught in the United States are studied by students after they have developed their own fluent methods for solving problems with whole numbers in each operation. Historically, these algorithms, like the U.S. standard algorithm for addition, were developed for doing calculations by hand with a minimum of steps and compact notation. However, in elementary grades, when we want students to acquire solid understanding of the base 10 number system and the meaning of arithmetic operations, these algorithms tend to obscure both the place value digits and the fundamental properties of the operations. Resources that were used for this information was the Grade 4 Investigations in Number, Data, and Space, Book 5, Landmarks and Large Numbers. There was a special focus on pages 171 and 172 in the teacher note called Addition Strategies. We also took a look at why study the U.S. conventional algorithms on pages 177 and 178. Another resource that was used was the Grade 4 Investigations in Number, Data, and Space, the Student Math Handbook, pages 8 and 9. In this lesson, you learned how to add multi-digit numbers by using flexible, efficient, and accurate strategies.